trust Him.
Somebody help me sing something good.
Something good is about to happen for you.
Come on, go ahead and get ready.
Get ready, get ready.
Something good.
Something good.
All right, y'all, what's up? It's your girl Felicia Anthony, and you are back here with us for another episode of YCC. Y'all, let me tell you something. We are lit. Today, we have CJ Jackson.
You dig?
And we got my boy Alex right here.
No. And of course, I'm over here too. Yes.
And
Hey, y'all
we
doing?
got PK. So, y'all, so today, well, first of all, I want to thank y'all for coming on the show.
Thank you for
and,
having
you know,
us.
it's a whole lot of crazy motion going on, you know. We're not going to really speak on too much. We're going to stay humble. But, you know, for this episode, we're going to talk about building your own brand. So, like I said, we got CJ and we got my boy Alex here. Thank y'all for coming on the show. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good, a little hot. For real, like not hot in here, but it's hot outside.
Oh,
yeah.
But I feel good right now, you know what I'm saying? Where everything at?
I'm feeling real good today.
Yeah. So we know both of y'all go to state, right?
Yeah.
And so y'all just started back going back to campus. How y'all feel about that?
That shit
We out here though.
packed.
Senior year,
Like,
sophomore, whatever.
senior
Senior.
year. It's time to get out there.
Oh boy. I ain't done yet though.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got a little bit more time.
Masters.
It's just my major, that's all.
It's time to get on out there.
I'm about to say I done transferred and everything. Listen, this is a
Oh
story.
wow.
Oh,
You transferred really good.
Yeah, I was at Coastal before, and then I went home, went to a tech school, and then came back up here. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's what's up. So that's what's up. So yeah. So like I said, we were going to be talking about building your own brand. So my boy CJ over here,
That's me.
he got bag boy.
You know, whole lot of, you know what I'm saying?
Whole lot of motion going on, and I'm telling you, he on fire. If you don't know, make
gonna
sure y'all
find
follow him on social media. We're going to get all that for y'all
They know.
at the end
They
of
probably
the show.
They probably know.
And then we got Mr. Photography Boy over here with Pro Vision.
Yeah. I was gonna come talk about my brand. We're gonna talk about the photography on here today.
Cause he
So-
clean with them pictures. He done took some of mine, no
I'm
cap.
going off, you know. Humble.
And we also have a live studio audience, but you know, of course, they're not on the camera. How y'all doing back there? In the back? Thank you for being on the show. So, like I said, there ain't no questions, nothing too deep, nothing too personal. So we just gonna be flowing. We just gonna be talking. So my first question for y'all is like, what made y'all want to start a brand? It don't matter who want to talk. Just go flow.
Shit, rock, paper, scissors for that bitch.
I'm weak.
One more best
Oh, yeah,
pick.
goddamn, that's
Best
not a
pick. What made me want to what made me want to start a clothing brand?
Yeah.
I got tired of going in the mall and seeing stuff that I didn't like, and I was like, I could just make something better than this. I got creative like juices and stuff, and I love to shop. So if I'm gonna spend my money on it, I might as well own something that I got to do with. So, yeah.
Word.
That makes sense.
That makes so much sense because one thing about us humans, we could be picky.
Theory.
Tell me.
But like photography wise though,
Yeah.
I always felt like I had an eye for it. I like being in front and behind the camera.
So what's your major at state?
Mechanical engineering.
Ah.
Yeah, I actually want to design cars.
Gotta be foreign whips. Yeah.
Talented.
Right.
Yeah. So CJ, what made you want to start a brand?
To be honest, when I tell this story, it sounds funny as but I was at work one day and I was on the phone with my homegirl Ari, and she was like, "Get that money bag, boy," because I always be at work and like that. So she was like, "Get that money bag, boy." I said, "I'm about to turn that into a brand." And what happened was, it was like a little mixed up my mindset and what she told me on the phone. She like, "You ain't gonna do it for real." When people tell me that, I'm like, all right, now I gotta show you.
I
So
swear to
it
God,
was really to show
I
all
like
like
that because I swear to God, it's like I ain't trying to like make it trying to seem like I'm somebody high and mighty. But you finna tell me why I ain't finna do it. Like, what?
Show you
she like,
Let me show you something.
she like, I know you gonna do it, but when people say they gonna do some shit, they don't really do it. I was like, bro, I'm about to show you something real quick. Boom, I just let it sit there and chill out for a little minute. I had it in the back of my mind or whatever, but I just had to let it naturally progress and digress like to how I wanted to do it. But another thing like Alex was talking about, going into the mall, like we in Orangeburg. You know the mall in Orangeburg.
Come on, let's talk about it.
All right, I'm tired of y'all sweeping this thing up under the rug. Let's talk about it.
Come on.
Ain't nothing in there. That's a circle.
Had to do my
I shop
research.
online. I can't even go in the store. I shop online.
The only thing that bitch the jewelry store.
Shopping online.
Yeah,
You figure out how to shop online, you got it.
yeah, like
Oh yeah, that's how I do all my shopping now. I don't go in the store.
so you gotta.
I go in the store for jeans or something.
Yeah, that's it. Really, some jeans, and I probably get them offline too.
Maybe, yeah, I'm about to say you might can catch them.
Sheen, y'all gotta be careful with Sheen though.
Man, she ain't got that Rico. Free my boy.
Yeah.
I say she ain't going crazy right now. I don't know, but
Rico.
I don't know.
They don't take a turn.
Right.
Yeah,
I need my $5
crazy.
shirts, my $7 shirts, whatever, all that. I need all that. Get right. But nah, but for real though, like when you, cause I remember last episode we had Left Lane Bank and FN Herb, and we talked about growing up in broken communities. Now I don't know if y'all grew up in broken communities or anything like that, but I feel like when you grow up in broken communities, that should be like, when that broken community should be like your stepping stone. Something that you could look at from the beginning and be like, okay, if I can make it from the trenches, I need something that's gonna help me make it out of the trenches. Because a lot of people think like the streets is where it's at, but it's really not. Like you gonna have your fun every once in a while, but at the end of the day, it's gonna get played out.
Yeah, it ain't nothing good out there. Find
not.
something to do and get some money for real.
When you start something, then you got something to protect and all that stuff like that. So being out
Too much
and
come with
about.
it for real.
If we ain't making no paper, I don't need to be out there for
I'm
real.
about to say.
For real, like that's how I really feel now. We ain't making no bread, or it's not no good connections out there. I see people whenever I see people. They all on the planet, like they everywhere. I don't gotta see your ass every day.
You don't, though. As long, I feel like as long as you make it, like if it ain't making money, it ain't making sense.
Exactly.
And like I always tell people, like this is not really, life is not really a game of checkers. It's really chess.
Chess, you gotta know how to play it.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
You gotta know the
Play-
hand you was
Set it
dealt.
Play it how it's played and make it make sense. Like we all kings and queens in our own right. Like we not like above anybody, but we're all
Somebody here.
Yeah.
Don't rush it, please.
Yeah.
Please.
You gotta trust the process.
Do
for
not
real,
rush
like.
it, because it's
And if-
going to hurt when you see people win and it's not your turn yet.
And if that shit going slow, don't stop. Like, what's the point of stopping?
Right.
If you stop, then you'll never know where you're gonna finish at.
It hurt even worse to stop than to do to keep going. So, and you only going to find out after you stop. Don't find out, though.
Cause you never want to be that motherfucker their ass.
What happened to so-and-so?
Exactly. You got no
still-
real answer. Like, what's your
Right.
answer? Like,
No, because people get mad because they know the answer.
exactly, it's you.
They didn't do what they needed to do.
You
They
your
faced
biggest
it and
flaw.
they failed, you know?
If you ain't make it, it's really on you. Like, that's
Yeah.
really what it is. Like,
That's all you.
it's tough to be like that, but it's really on you. You got to be your
Yeah.
biggest critique and your biggest supporter.
And use your resources. bro.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, some people, like, dumb as hell, if you want to be honest.
You gotta say
But they
clearly.
know a lot of
Yeah.
good people, bro. Like, so
Yeah.
boom.
Some people
They
ain't
out
got no
there.
common sense, but
I'm telling you, like, they be lacking it bad. Like, they be.
It ain't so
that was
common.
up for that one, but like, it's not about what you know, it's who you know for real. So like, you can have a little idea and have a lot of people that can make that idea come to life.
you tell it to the right person. It sparks something in them.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that y'all brought that up because a lot of people, they don't really have a lot of motivation. They don't really have a lot of drive. They have good ideas, but they don't have a lot of motivation and they don't have a lot of drive. So my question for you guys is, what is you guys' motivation and drive? So a lot of people say it's their relationship with God. A lot of people say it could be their relationship with their mama, their grandma, their sister, their brother. What is that motivation or that drive for you two?
So what I tell my homeboys is motivation is good, but don't rely on it. One thing you can always rely on is God. I'm gonna say that first off. But outside of that, like motivation comes and goes. You know, you feel a certain way. People so led by their feelings nowadays. You know, you feel a certain way, you
That's so
you
true.
act a certain way, you
That's
do.
so true.
You know, you feeling happy, you do more. But what I tell them is really gonna be in your discipline because once you're not sad no more, you can't go to the gym and work out your feelings. You don't got nothing to go off of. You don't got no motivation. So in that season, that's when you need to go ahead and start building your discipline because that's what's gonna carry you through and that's gonna keep the momentum going.
Yeah. CJ?
All right, so for me, like, like my motivation just come from me personally. Like, it's like my mindset. I know, like, I'm the type of person how I was raised. I know what has to. I done seen what success look like. So for me, it's like coming from a family who got a lot of graduates from college, high school, and all that stuff. It's like a standard we hold each other to.
Yeah.
Really, it's like an unknown. Like, we don't really talk on it,
Yeah.
but it's like really, you know, it's a standard that everybody held to.
Yeah.
It's a certain accountability that you have. Like, I like accountability more than anything. Like, and then another thing for me is like I'm not motivated per se, but I want to see all my people around me eating too. Like, I'm really based off that. Like,
It's contagious.
me seeing
Yes.
people, like people that I'm really like close with, like my dogs and all that stuff. Like, I see where people who got a big group or whatnot, where they at. Because you take one person can't win. You know what I'm saying? It's always a team sport. Even if it's a one-on-one, it's still a team sport. Like boxing, that's one-on-one,
Yeah.
right? But that one-on-one fighter got a whole team behind him
Whole
too.
team.
Right.
You feel me? So it's all about you got a star, but then you got the cast and roll too. Everybody got their own play a part. but everybody's still eating at the same
And they
time.
work together so perfectly.
So like
Thank
that's
y'all.
really what, that's
Thank
what
y'all
my
for
mindset
supporting
is.
us for real.
My mindset really based off that. Like it's just I'm so hungry for it that I know it's contagious to everybody else around me that's hungry. Like if everybody know what they doing, all right. So I'm pushing the brand and stuff like that. That's my real motivation for the brand was like I told you, like when my homegirl said I want to see you do it. Like that really lit a fire in me to do it. So like I'm really a person that I gotta do it. When I say I'm gonna do something, I gotta do it. Like I'm just so stuck on having to do something. So my real motivation, oh yeah, you gotta put God first though for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's number one. Like putting God first is the most important. But and another thing, like in my mind is like two different pillars of it. I got one side for motivation for me, right? But then I got one side for what I know I have to do to make it happen. So like if I motivate myself, like I'm always gonna stay motivated.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing that can get me to stop doing what I'm doing because I know I'm doing something that can lead to something for something. I know. Matter of fact, let me put it this way: I gotta stay motivated because I might be motivation to somebody else.
Exactly.
So if I'm down, then whoever I'm motivating or whatever, like people who like follow my journey and whatnot, they see me messing off or messing up or stuff like that. Then they feel like it's alright for them to do it. But coming from a small town, that's another motivational fact that I got for real because a lot of people from my communities and like that, they haven't made it out. Like we got a lot of people that made it like that, but it's not
from St. Matthews, right?
Yeah. So you know Big Mac, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that made it from there, but it's like a lot of individual success over them like that. I want to be the first one. I was telling my homies, we got to be the first group to make it. It's the reason why it hasn't been a group yet because they've been waiting on us to do it. Now it's just on us to just do it and make it happen. So that's what I'm.
But I feel like once you guys start that group, it's gonna be more groups after that.
Exactly. That's
Not trying to be like in competition with you guys, but like once you start something, you never know what you may start could be inspiration for
It'd be like a domino
somebody
effect.
else.
We ain't gotta be the only ones though.
Because at the end of the day, like they could have been started on their stuff, like whether or not it was clothing, whether or not it was photography or what with
never
me,
know where it's gonna come from.
For me, podcasts, like that fear could have been the thing that stopped them. But because they see somebody that look like, you know what I'm saying, that look like you look like them, but y'all don't look alike, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nobody that says,
But
nobody that says.
yeah, like they see somebody that they come from the same town, they be like, well, dang, if he can do it, then I can do it.
Yeah,
Exactly,
something they
for
can
real.
relate to
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, so it's like,
It's the extra push.
Yeah.
yeah.
You can give them something to reference for real.
You have any questions you want to ask? You just bouncing around.
Yeah. I did have one, but I think they answered it already.
Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, then we can keep going. So like, with your brand, like, do you see yourself expanding it beyond your city, beyond your town?
Oh yeah.
Or like, do you? Well, I'm gonna ask this because I always ask people who have brands. I always ask this question: in order for your brand to grow, do you feel like you have to stay in your hometown, or you gotta leave your hometown?
First of all, that's crazy. Like when I first started the brand, my whole mindset was not saying like this, but I wasn't aiming for my hometown.
Okay.
I honestly wasn't because in my mind, I feel like they're there to support you, but they're not the market that you're looking for.
Yeah.
You feel me? Their
they know
support,
You're not
exactly.
gonna sell out from
You're
selling.
not
to
gonna
people in
sell
your
out
city.
exactly for people that you know because they got other stuff to worry about.
Yeah.
They got other clothes. Like you don't want to just be like, y'all, I just shot the boom. Y'all better go come buy that bitch. Y'all gotta come got that bitch. I like people who want the brand because they want the brand. And it's easier to sell the brand to
Somebody
people
that don't
who
know
you
you.
don't know. Because if your people that you know buy into it, that's how you know you have something to start with. That's how I really started it. Like when I did my first drop, I didn't expect it to go the way it went. It was just getting in and not getting out. Like to be honest, like the support was there. Like it was getting a lot of shares, stuff like that. But the support really came when people started spending that money. Like for real, I'm like, okay, boom. I see that I got something. And that's from my hometown. That took me to realize, all right, boom. Now you got what you need right here. It's a small town, a small community and everything, but people backing you. So that's what I was looking for my hometown was the backing and the support. Everybody else I was looking forward to like going out and actually spreading because that's me putting my hometown on the map. That's spreading where I'm from. At the same time, so I wasn't looking for them to help it grow. I was just looking for them to support it. Their support helps it grow. It's like a correlation effect. Like it all goes together. Their support is more important than them buying something. You feel me?
Yeah, it's actually very important to get out your city because like you need a new environment to kind of like find yourself because you can't do everything at home. It's the same environment. It's like you have to have designated areas for, like Amon says, like a kitchen. You use that for eating.
Yeah.
You don't do homework in your bed because you're gonna go to sleep. So
Yeah.
it's like you got to go to a different.
yeah.
You got to go to
Oh,
a
yeah.
whole
That's
different
the
set.
one.
You got to
Exactly.
figure it out, and you got to go ahead and like figure out who you are and how you gonna work out.
Oh yeah.
And plus,
And people see that. You got to show them that, and like what you show them, you got to develop yourself for that. So it's like you can't do that right there in your home.
exactly, because
Yeah.
you're comfortable.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's too much people
It's a
right there.
crutch.
Somebody always got something to say.
It's a crutch.
That's
It's
Yeah,
too
like,
much. You got to go.
The best situation you could be in is an uncomfortable one. Well, it depends on it, but it got to be an uncomfortable because you got to know how to. All right, boom. This how I take it on. This how you got to take that junk head first too. You can't be like
Yeah.
somebody who cowed out and back out.
Yeah, because I feel like some of your biggest blessings come when you uncomfortable.
Exactly. You got to know how to handle it. Because somebody it's somebody that been there before. Somebody gonna see that in you. Like, damn, you just like me.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can like
like
read it.
yeah.
They can read all of it.
They can read it on you, and they can taste your hunger too. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
they had that before.
And then that's who you listen to because that's who's gonna help you.
Exactly.
If- Further along
People
than
will
you
just
are.
help you out because they recognize something that they went through that they can see, and they can help you like move around
Exactly.
it even easier than how they did it. They'll help you out just because they see you trying.
And don't ever believe in nobody who tell you that you can't do it. Because
Yeah.
just because they don't know the roadmap to how to get there, your roadmap and their roadmap are two different maps. Real
I like
talk.
that.
Like, it's two different.
Yeah, and that's real because it's like, even if, like, let's say you take 26 and I take 70,
Exactly.
even if we take two different routes, ain't we still gonna get to the
We gonna
same
still get
destination?
there.
Sometime. Anytime somebody ever tell you that something that you're doing is too big or you can't do it, you scared them. That's all that means. And
Yeah,
use
they really want to see what you gonna do, like how you gonna respond to
that.
it.
Yeah, because once you do it,
You gonna
they
get
gon'
it.
they gonna want to map it out because they gonna want to do it. You're gonna give other people hope, and it's just gonna fall over. So don't never be discouraged when somebody say you can't do something. Just be like, okay, you don't understand it yet, so you got to come back with your shit together, like organize it, and get it together.
Absolutely. And so that goes into my next question, or not really next question, but really next thing that I'm gonna say, cause like cause I see your brand, like I really see your brand going somewhere way beyond your imagination.
Before
Appreciate
you
that,
say
for
that,
sure. I appreciate
because
that.
I actually came up with a question. I want to see how y'all minds work. I want to see if they're the same as me. When y'all first started out, just with whatever you were doing, I know you're like doing multiple things. When you first started out, where did you see it? Was it like an end result that you wanted
Within his
first,
clothing
or
brand or photography?
Huh?
So
Within his photography brand or his clothing brand?
no, just like when starting off
businesses,
completely.
period.
Yeah.
I just knew. So the end goal, I don't want to work for nobody.
Yeah.
I don't like nobody controlling my time. I want to be able to organize things and be able to orchestrate how I want. So when I decided I want to start doing businesses and stuff, I was like, if I can figure out how to make this shortcut to beat the traffic real quick and get ahead, then I can live so easily. I can just make my schedule. I can do whatever I want. I can get things done. I can go ahead and enjoy my life here. 'Cause I notice a lot of people don't live, you know. So
That's the thing.
and I like my freedom, bro. And anything that try to mess with that, I
Let
don't
it
like
go.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they gotta go.
Yeah.
That's
If you cost me my piece, you too expensive.
Yeah,
exactly. No cap.
You no good to
cap.
nobody, so it's
Yeah.
like, why would you want to be like that?
So what I saw it going as, like, really, it's crazy. I really don't know where it's gonna go. I tell everybody this all the time,
Exactly.
especially when people ask me like, how you do this, how you do that. I'm telling, like, it's just a natural thing that I just knew. Like, I really tell people, if you knew me, like, one of my homeboys really attest to this. They're somewhere in the audience. They can attest to it. If they knew me a couple of years ago, this was never something I talked about doing. I never talked about starting no brand, no nothing. I never knew what. To be honest, like, I never thought about it. Just how stuff, like how I said the conversation was the awkward. Like me and Ari talk all the time on the phone. That was one of the conversations. It was like boom. She said that one line to me, and I was like boom. After all, I used that as a caption for a picture or some like that. But now, like, I'm gonna take it deeper and just turn it into something different.
Yeah.
But like, I never knew where it was gonna come from, how it was gonna happen, and so I really can't tell you what I see it being. All I can do is tell you what I want to do with it. Like, I want to push it.
That's
but
wonderful. See, this is flowing very well because it's like as soon as you say stuff, the questions is just flowing. So it's like that goes into my next question. It's like, are you looking for this business to be impact, or because it's some people they do stuff for impact and some people they do stuff for clout. But
Yeah.
I feel like for you ain't doing this for clout.
Nah.
You just doing this for, like, you're
Yeah,
not
that-
grinding for no image. Like,
Exactly.
you grinding for impact. So that's why I say, like, do you see your brand going somewhere beyond Orangeburg or St. Matthews? Because I know I see it
like,
for you.
To be honest, I mean, I don't want to toot
In
my
the
own horn or
stores.
something like that, but
I see it in the
it's definitely
stores.
happening already. Like, it's small on a small level, but it's actually still happening. Like,
growing.
Yeah.
I did I was going to drop. I'm about to give a little something that I ain't even let nobody know yet. I'm about to drop like a world tour shirt
Don't do that.
of where the brand was going, or whatever. Like all the cities I done touched and everything like that. And as I looked at it, I was like, damn, like, shit. We done touched a couple of states.
Yeah.
And like
Once you start seeing stuff like that,
across the boom, somebody from Canada hit me up before, like Australia too. Like it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It's on now.
Yeah, like
Because I know for me, like, when Lee and I started this podcast, people, they've been on our tail, like, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
Right.
Like, if we show any little slightness of inconsistency,
exactly. That's how it's
they
supposed
be
to be.
like,
They're
where y'all
waiting
at?
on us.
Where y'all at?
they be waiting on
Why
it.
y'all ain't
Yeah,
got
exactly.
it? Why
And
y'all
during
ain't
that
out here?
time, we both had separate things that we were doing. She was in school, so she had, time management. Me, myself, I'm trying to find a job. I think I was still in school at the time.
No, you just graduated.
Oh, yeah, I had just graduated. So, yeah, I was trying to find a job, trying to get my little business up and running. It was a couple different things, but we could never find time to just get together to do them. We were doing them, from two different locations at one point.
Yeah.
And that worked for a little bit.
In the beginning, when we first started, we didn't even have no studio to shoot this at.
Really
Yeah.
didn't.
We
Where
did this
was
week.
our first thing at?
No, we was doing it through video. You record.
Yeah, and then sometimes you were at my house.
Yeah,
I think,
sometimes-
did we
sometimes
ever
I-
do one?
Yeah. One
And then
time
we
I-
started doing some at
yeah,
Claflin.
The majority of them.
Yeah.
So I'm in your studio out of a shed this summer. And I opened it up and all. It got AC and all. It's all set up. So you really do got to make the best out of what you got for real. It don't even take much.
It's different.
Yeah.
I done had about 3, 4, 5 photo shoots in there for real.
Yeah, and we thank God for Miss Tammy for letting us use your studio. 'Cause we
Amen.
did not have to do that. But like we said all that to
You ever
say
tell me you're junk lit? I ain't gonna lie.
Appreciate you, Miss Tammy.
Miss Tammy, I like
We gonna
you,
hit you up, Miss Tammy.
Miss Tammy, yeah, you
You
gonna
gonna be
be
working with
us
us.
soon. Yeah.
But yeah, like you, everybody comes from like humble beginnings. So like when we started this brand, I didn't think it was gonna be this big.
Exactly.
Cause we are touching people outside of this city.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
Comments are like people from New York.
Yeah.
From New York?
Yeah, asking
what's
like,
up.
when's the next episode?
That's raw.
New
I'm
York,
like-
California,
Yeah.
Arizona,
All over.
Kansas.
Respecting, really.
They all
Flex that
over.
shit.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to flex that shit either.
I was about to
Yeah.
say,
Flex that shit.
just
Let
don't
people
be
know.
arrogant with it.
Yeah,
like,
and then the
Right.
thing about it is like
You're
you was
fine.
supporting like from the beginning.
Oh yeah.
You
I
was
just
supporting
I
from
just
the
saw what the
beginning.
motion was.
You was swiping up. You was like, oh shoot, congratulations, that's motion. Keep going.
You did.
Shoot,
And the
CJ
same
locked
thing.
in with me early.
Same thing with you when you was coming out with your clothing line. I'm sharing it.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you
sharing
was
it.
going hard, too.
I'm doing all of that. Like I'm just. It was like you on YouTube too, ain't it?
Oh, you a YouTuber?
We did a little thing. We did a little something. We did a little
I'm
something.
just
We-
about to start back again on YouTube, but like I'm saying all this to say like just to let the people know like you don't have to settle in one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you have something in mind beyond this clothing line that you
Oh
want
yeah.
to do?
Oh shit. Y'all going deep. Oh yeah.
We talking about expanding
It's
your
so
brand.
it's so much that I want to do. I really want to make this gonna be the easiest way to explain it. I want to monetize my life. Like if just me waking up in the morning, not just saying to make me some money, but it got my supporters behind me and stuff like that. All right, cool. I like that. I really like that because I feel like that's what my personality at. Like this came from a conversation I had with my mama. She looked at me one day and she was like, "You're not meant to work for nobody." And I like, what? She was like, you can. She was like, not saying that you can't work. Like I can work. I've worked since I was 16 for real.
Right.
That's how I know I can work. Like that's what matter of fact. Okay, I like when my mind taking me right now.
Yeah.
So boom. All right, I'm 22 right now. 16 from 22 is how many years, y'all?
6.
What you say?
That's like 6, 7.
All right, let's say 7. All right, boom.
16 to 22?
Yeah, we're gonna say 7. So it'll make my
It's
math
6.
a little bit
It's
easier.
6. I just
Yeah, I'm about to say
we
6.
I
rounded
just
up.
counted. We ain't stupid. I got a degree.
We rounded
We
up.
ain't stupid.
'Cause
I
it's-
got a degree.
It's about to make the formula go a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Because I made
Graduated 3 years right now.
Yeah. 3 years, 3.5. Yeah.
I had this conversation when I was 20. When I was, I think 20. So boom, that's. Either way, the math.
We done with the math.
The math is mathing, okay?
Yeah.
I'm a business major. The math is I don't subtract, I don't divide, I add and multiply. Leave me alone. So therefore, when she told me that, she just came out and told me that. I was like, all right, cool. But I did the math and I was like, all right, I've been working already for almost 1/3 of my life for somebody. I was doing it like at the math that I'm going at the rate, I gotta work 33 years. So from 33, if I work in 33 years, I'm gonna be 100 by the time I'm actually able to live my life that I wanna live.
The devil is a lie.
That's crazy as shit.
I'm not doing that.
That's crazy
I'm
as
to
shit.
be off the clock before
And they get
I'm
to
30.
monitor how much.
Exactly. Like, and then that's another
Or at
thing.
least 40.
I make my own clock.
You can't tell me how much I'm gonna make in 24 hours.
Word.
I've never been that type of nigga. I ain't never been that type of nigga. You ain't about to tell me how much I'm making 24 hours. I can't. You can't
First
put a
of
cap.
all, in the way I feel, no person should be figuring out. That's pocket watching.
Yeah, like boom. So
That's
like,
pocket watching.
you got a good salary at a job.
Yeah.
You making 100K a year. For sure. You making 100K a year. You a little piece of the puzzle. The person that's over you probably making 10 times that by you doing all their work.
And they pay you to
They just the
sit down.
face of it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I took that mindset of like, all right, boom. I don't want to be no missing piece. I don't want to be no puzzle. I want to be the puzzle that everybody
I
come to
am
the piece.
that's
Yeah,
missing.
That's it. Yeah.
Not that, like, yeah.
like it's just never been my. I can't do it like that working stuff. And plus when I do stuff for my brand and stuff, I could take 8 hours out of my day going to hit somebody clock and be tired. Like real stuff like this is real life experience.
Yeah.
I can be tired when I get off and not do nothing at work, right? But boom, I'm doing my brand and stuff. I can do that for about 10, 12 hours and still have energy to go do something else because I'm passionate. Your passion gonna push you more. It's gonna drive you more than anything.
Yes.
So
It's something you enjoy doing.
I'm passionate about what I'm doing because if you just doing it for the motions, you're not gonna enjoy yourself. And the only thing about it is I want to live life because you can't have life without living. Like it makes a whole lot. It sounds crazy, but I got a little bit of gifts and everything. So you can't have life without living. Like people go through the motions of their life every day and be miserable. Fats, mad as hell, putting on your shoe from work.
Talk to this.
Exactly. They do it every day, bro.
Now just hopping out the bed. Down.
As soon as the thing go on.
About 11:30. But you know, 11:30 means it's money time now. Like it's about 11:30. You done woke up. Boom, you check your bank account. Some more direct deposits done hit it. I'm going back to sleep. Like I'm enjoying my day. Like it don't matter what you're doing throughout your day. There's always something to be happening and be made instead of trying to pinpoint your life in that. Because like how they really made it a little system for you to think about it. 8 hours out of the day, it's 24 hours in the day. Boom, you do 8 working, you do 8 sleeping. When you got the time for yourself, because your body's still tired. Like that's not the motion no more.
You know, a lot of the time, that's how people find out what their passion really is. When
Exactly.
you find something that you not
Because a lot of
tired
times
about it.
people be having these jobs, and they be working all these hours, and they be miserable.
Miserable.
Miserable. They come
like-
home, the kids want to love on them, but because they done got so jacked up
They
about
too
the
tired
boss.
to do it.
Right.
Mommy, I want to play with you. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
What I do to you?
I just need you to help me. Like I just need you to help me do my homework and sign my permission slip. Like what?
Exactly.
Like yeah.
I'm hungry. I ain't eat all day. Why you ain't pay me nothing to eat?
And
Because
that's-
you mad, you get in bed. Like,
Exactly.
and that's when it starts to affect the relationship that you have with your family. When you become miserable on your job and the people in your household can tell that you're miserable, it's time for you to go.
That's when
Because
kids
some
start
people,
getting
let's
in
think
trouble
about
and
it.
stuff.
Because a lot of times, when you think about why people be mad, either they be mad because they ain't got no money, or they mad about life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You probably in your life,
Or both.
You ain't got no money. Your life probably ain't going as good as you thought it was going to be because you saw yourself here and then you're not there, and then you trying to figure out why
Right.
you didn't get there. And all.
Then you living from paycheck to paycheck. First of all, that's another reason why I feel like you should start your own brand, because you living from paycheck to paycheck.
Exactly.
How you know your boss might not feel some type of way one day
Fire.
and take $100 out your paycheck,
Exactly.
and you know you need that because your son need diapers. Come on,
It get crazy.
that's why it's
Get
important for you
real.
to have your own.
Exactly.
Because when you have your own, you can't say nobody did it for you. It's a different meaning. We don't take no handouts.
Exactly.
When you go out there and work for yourself, it'll have a different meaning. But when you have a takeout or handouts, somebody
Can
that's
always
another
come in
thing.
need. They can
Yeah.
always come take it back. Like, throw it in your face. Like, I hate people that do that.
When it's a handout, it don't stay.
Exactly.
You
It
ain't
don't
work
stick.
for it, so you can't appreciate it or nothing. You don't know how to maintain it or nothing. It was
If
given.
it's a handout, you're gonna be out of that shit faster than you got it.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to mess something up is get it handed to you because you don't know what it costs, you don't know how to keep it, and you don't know what's gonna happen once you leave it. It's gonna leave.
You don't even know the
like
quality of the
African
handout that you get. You just know it's a handout.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But if you
That's
get it
like giving a
yourself,
kid an iPhone and stuff. It's way more capable than what they really know. But
Exactly.
they think it's for games and stuff.
Absolutely. Do you have any more questions before we end?
yeah, something had crossed my mind, but I forgot what it was.
But I mean, I think I got something else I can probably ask. So like, I know everybody have like a certain amount of businesses that they want to own. I know for me,
I remember.
I got like 2 of them in mind. Right now, right here, YCC, which is You Can Change. And then, if you don't know, I'm an audio engineer. So I do voiceovers, and I handle music, and I'm working with DJs and all types of stuff. We doing shows, all this type of stuff. So another thing is Anthony Productions. Those gonna be my 2. But for right now, I feel like I have enough. Like I don't want to put a cap on myself, but you gotta pace yourself too.
Exactly. Yeah, it's always a race.
Because it's like, if you work and work, because look at him, Lee looking at me now, because he know I'm the type of person, I will sleep when I'm dead.
Yeah, you gotta be like that
Till she
though.
drop.
You gotta be like that though.
And
You gotta be like that.
that's a good trait, but this one here,
Me?
Shit around
Yeah.
the ground.
I
really
got
like-
to get it, because like I'm the type of person, I don't want to ask nobody for nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta get on your own. It's just a.
I mean, eventually, yeah, you're going to need somebody to help you.
Don't go too far with it.
But yeah,
Right.
because I'm the type of person, I don't mind you helping me, but I don't need you to help me and play in my face at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that wishy-washy stuff. Like, you got to pick and choose what you're going to do.
right.
But
So,
I had
like-
something to say off of what you said
Yeah,
though. Like when you was talking about like with you got 2 things in mind already.
Yeah.
What I want to do is
YCC is already started. I want to start.
it's already started.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
that's
did
what's
start.
but we got this going like farther than it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But maybe
I just
so
wanted
farther.
to take like
And I definitely see it going further than
Yeah.
this.
I want to take
This
everything
far
in my
already,
life
'cause-
that I love, or like that I spend a large amount of money on, and turn it into something that I own. So like, I spend a lot of money on food. I might as well like go buy a restaurant or something, or like buy a vending machine, put it in. Or I'm always washing clothes or something. We spend money on the water bill, electric bill. I might as well own a laundromat. Them things never close.
You feel me?
They never close.
Necessities of life.
Go ahead,
need
open
'em.
you up a convenience
Makes
store, a little
sense.
corner store or something, because you always want snacks or something. Buy something that you can own for real. So, I just want to start. Let me
like
pace it,
that.
but
What about you?
To be honest, I got a whole plan for what I want to do, like what I want to out. To be honest, I like all the goals that the people around me have. I want to be able to be the person that can actually make them happen. That's gonna be real deep for me. Like
Supplying demand.
the whole message behind everything I'm doing is the clothing brand is step 1. Boom, because everybody wear clothes for sure. And then, but at the same time, how I put the clothes out, I sell a message into the clothes already.
Yes.
You feel me?
That's me. That's me with YCC, because I feel myself. Same thing you doing. Not saying that because I want to be in competition with you, but I want to do clothing line too. But not like pants, and I want to do like sweats and hoodies.
I ain't never
Specifically.
seen a person wear just one clothing brand, so I think
Right.
that's enough.
So it's enough room for
Right.
everybody. It's all about what that person appeals to.
Yeah, and even if you, because some people they just have a clothing brand and they only sell one specific type of clothes. Some people may sell other stuff like jackets and stuff. Like for me, I want to take YCC, turn it into a clothing brand, because I know me, I love hoodies and sweats. Like I love going out comfortable with a hoodie and some sweat shorts or sweatpants.
Yeah, starting
I
merch
wanna-
was definitely a
Yeah, like-
topic that we were going to get
Yeah,
on.
so I want to be able to take that and do that.
Take your time with it.
Yeah.
Exactly. You gotta let it develop
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
your mind.
Don't
'Cause
force nothing.
Yeah.
like I tell you, this ain't happen overnight. This ain't
Right.
this ain't come overnight.
Yeah.
This didn't even look like this when I first started it out. It was just really 2 B's
Well, you gotta see
on
my
a
first
sheet of
mock-up
paper.
shirts.
On my ass,
Them
man.
things, I still got it in my pocket right now. That thing ain't never make it.
I've been terrible. Like
Man,
I didn't
Yeah,
know what that
don't
was.
happen overnight though.
I never knew what it was gonna look like. I swear. I
I'm
just
about to say, you don't gotta know though. You just gotta see it in your head and start walking for it.
it came one night though when I was high.
If you don't,
it's
if you
always
those
the
times,
high
though,
nights when everything
No
gets
cap.
clear.
sometimes it sparkles a
Well,
little
that
something in your
shit.
mind.
I see the colors like this. I see the font being this, but I was high still at a Fortnite. It was like a Fortnite ad or something. I was seeing all the colors in that. I was like, yeah. All right, this one go with this. This one correlate with that one. Boom. Then it just happened to start lining up, and I'm like, oh, that'd be hard for real. Like, yeah, like,
It makes sense though. It makes sense. It makes sense.
But I really want to start. I really want to start a recording. I really want to start a recording studio. I want to be the resource that bring a whole lot of stuff back to my hometown. Like at the end of the day, that's really what I'm based off of. That's really what I want to do. I want to be the resource. It's something deeper than that.
I feel
Like
I'm talking to a male version of myself.
exactly. Like I want to be the resource. Like if you're not aiming to be that, then what you really doing it for? Like this is not for me. To be honest, this is for the people around me. Like that's what I'm. Yeah. That's how I really feel. Like self success is alright. That's alright. That's anybody can have that. Yeah. But the real dogs, the real top bosses, the real legends in this shit, the people around them be like, that nigga made a way for all us to eat. That nigga did that. But when you see that road right there, that's named after him. You see that school right there, them boys put the whole football field out there. Like all types of like
impact.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for just to be I ain't looking for to just be a name. Like, I want to actually be able to come and show my kids, this is what your daddy did. Your daddy, that nigga. Like,
it feel good to be able to supply something for somebody.
Exactly. Right. Your mama and them coming somewhere and be like, your name on the building.
Yeah.
Come on now, that hit a little different.
It's like it's a little security. It's like a level of security that you be able to give them.
Like they be like, all that grinding that you been doing actually paying off, and we see it. Like not because of no money or whatnot, but how the kids run up to you. Oh my God, you. I'm just like you, little bro. Like for real, like. I came from the same spot you came from. I walked these same roads back here back in the day. It didn't look like this, so we made it a little nicer for y'all. But we used to play at the same park you used to play at. But now y'all got all this stuff out there because when we put it out there, now you got to be the one who do it next. Really being that motivational factor. So that's really where I see myself being like a beacon for my city. Like for real, like it's based off that, but it's deeper than that. Because in order to become that, you have to become a whole different animal. They got to become a whole different animal. Like, and I believe like this is a concrete jungle that we're living in. But people always be like, boom, you eat it, you ate all that bullshit. That's some bullshit to me. I believe you make your mindset before you even enter the jungle. If you got the mindset of a flea, you're gonna get eaten by a frog.
And you been there.
But if you got the mindset of a lion when you walk into the jungle, already, you automatically become a jungle. I mean, not automatically become a jungle, but you automatically have the mindset of a lion. So it's obviously that you're gonna morph into that as you keeping it going. Just don't let nothing stop your mindset, nothing instead. So really, just being a beacon is what I want to be. Like, it's harder. It's really hard to explain, but I just want it to be. I want my actions to be able to be seen rather than heard. You know what I'm saying?
Because I know me, I'm the type of person, and I'm very creative with words. And I was about to make this caption. It said, "Feed me to the wolves. I'm coming back to Alpha."
Exactly. Cause you know what happened with the Alpha is really awesome for real. Yeah, that's deep. I like that.
Yeah. Feed me to the wolves.
You come back to Alpha, that means you would have been off that for real. Like it's over with. And now you became a leader now.
This is just so crazy. Like, so do y'all have anything else that y'all want to say?
I do.
To the viewers?
Any collaborations y'all are thinking about or have any events?
Yeah, like
we looking for everything.
Magazine.
I'm telling you, like,
We come for all of it.
Collaborations is some of the biggest things that you could get into. Like, boom, and then I got so much stuff that I'm already building up already. Like, it's a bunch of brands around me already. Like, we got a whole lot of motion going on. Like, y'all probably done seen ABC Apparel before. Boom, y'all probably done seen Bread for Life before. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done seen Bad Boys before. Probably, I don't know. Probably, I just know the nigga that made this clothes. I don't know nothing about it.
If you go to stage, I know you see me on that camera.
You feel me? Like it's. I know you see my homeboys out behind them pictures and stuff. Like it's a lot of motion that we got going on already. Like it's just like we just gotta keep that something going. Like the
somebody
team
back there with a camera, I don't even know it right now.
The team getting set. Now we just gotta say hut. You know what I'm saying? Like we getting in position. But we run that play on y'all field, that play action.
Yeah.
And go long for that touchdown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we only got that then.
On that.
Yeah, we only got that then.
Too.
Ain't no coverage gonna be able to stop this. Like this, we gonna keep scoring.
Y'all would have had to blitz some years ago.
You know what I'm saying? Call the plays. I feel like John Madden for real. Like this is gonna be crazy.
Okay. Is there anything else I want to say to the viewers?
Thank y'all for having us, and thank you to everybody who support us, all my homeboys and stuff.
Yeah, like I appreciate y'all. Boom. Everybody who tap in, who just watching the podcast, who just here because we got something to talk about. I appreciate y'all for listening too.
Yeah,
for sure.
Here. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, like y'all some real ones for sure. Like, and if you got a dream, don't be afraid to go after it. Turn your dream into a reality, and don't let reality make you. You make reality. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That'll preach. Don't let reality make you.
Can I shout out my Instagram?
You can do all that.
AG
Instagram,
Lifestyle,
Facebook.
AG.
Oh, you lit. Let's go.
Style at the end. You know, follow me.
Listen,
Hit them
Y'all
links in my bio.
Your social media, tell them your YouTube, all that. He is lit
yeah.
on YouTube now.
I do a lot of
Hey, man.
stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'm on YouTube too,
videos.
Hey, I'm on YouTube too.
I'm about to say,
You on YouTube?
what your channel is?
huh?
Everybody got YouTube.
GTV.
Say.
You talking about GTV?
Me and CJ got some stuff. We gonna be.
Oh, well, we got
real
some stuff coming in motion now. To be honest, like
Funny
that.
Mike,
Hit them
we
post
coming for you.
notifications.
It's gonna be
That's
a
all
whole
you
lot of
need.
motion. I'm telling you. Oh, mine Bad Boys
Man,
TV though.
shit, it's already on the way, man.
Just telling you, like this ain't gonna be crazy. Like,
But shoot, we thank y'all for coming on the show and watching YCC. We make sure you guys come back. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, do all of that. Share it to your mama, your daddy, your cat, the dog, all them folks, the homeless folk. Everybody, just show it to the people in the hood, in the trap house.
nah,
all
they
the
homeless
people.
nigga ain't
I was
got no
about to say they
phone.
ain't got no cell phone. Go to the nearest McDonald's.
Bring it out.
Get that Wi-Fi. Ask somebody for the computer.
Y'all know back in
Well, y'all ever seen a homeless person with a phone for real though? Like,
I ain't
real
gonna
shit.
lie. A flip? Yeah,
You
I
would
seen
be
one with a
surprised.
trap.
I've seen a few people.
episode.
See that? That's
I've seen a few people
wrong with
that
y'all?
are housing.
That's my priorities right there. I ain't gonna lie. That's priorities. That's priorities. You gotta
Hey, you
follow.
can change. You can change though.
Listen.
They ain't worried about the right stuff, man.
But shoot, tell everybody. But y'all know back in the day though, back in the hood, y'all used to be stealing Wi-Fi.
Still
Oh,
Wi-Fi.
yeah, hey, look, this
Stealing
the
bikes, what you
point.
mean?
Still,
Come
man, look,
on.
I don't get, boy, you gotta.
Y'all know y'all used to steal internet.
Hell
Cable.
yeah, I
Couldn't watch it.
So I know
That
y'all
was
laughing
illegal,
at me.
but
I hate that shit.
I was outside when I was little. I used to come in dark.
Y'all bad as when I was little. I ain't gonna lie.
I was bad as heck. When I
I'm
was
bad
little.
as
I ain't
fuck.
lying.
I
I
ain't
used
gonna
to have my
lie.
mama phone when I went outside.
I used to sneak out the house like for real. I had a real problem with being outside back in the day. Like
What? We used to end anything.
that's why I'm really trying to be great. I'm sorry,
Right.
mama.
I'm
I
trying
love
to
you
get
though.
my little siblings Power Wheels, Hot Wheels, all this stuff here. Because I don't want y'all to be like me growing up.
I'm trying to give them somebody to give
I
them,
be fighting.
you know, somebody to look up to.
Y'all little children stay in school and stay off TikTok.
No, we're trying to be somebody that y'all can really,
Be something.
you know what I'm saying? Show you that
Because
it's
like,
something
let's
to
be
be.
real, they do look up to us.
Exactly.
We are
Gotta
the new
be.
generation.
Right.
We
You
are
gotta
the
bet
new
on yourself,
generation.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we are the new generation. So, y'all, we thank y'all for coming on the show. We have a little interruption. But we thank y'all for coming on the show. And make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, do all of that. And we'll see you back next episode.
Hit that
y'all.
God has in store. Get ready, get ready.
Something good
Get ready, get ready.
about to happen.
Hey, get ready, get ready.
Get